Sanmunan. Uh, we need a men's conference. Yabona Majita, I don't care what you say. I think there's something in the water we're drinking, there's something in the air, but we need a men's conference. Like kusilech lang ngaphandle. I saw myself now. So I just come from the bank, and I spoke to the bank guy. I don't have a personal banker, unlike some of you rich folk. So I went and I spoke to Lama consultant Ilana around credit and my credits what, and I saw Guti I'm in the dog. And I'm like, and now he's trying to break these things down. And I'm like, I didn't know that. Like, not from a point of ignorance, Guti. I didn't know Guti koni interest or credit card or no. From a point where things that are a nadir and are obvious to people in a financial space and in financial sector, like to me, extremely foreign. And the understanding would see if I had Oprah in that space and we spoke about those things on a regular, I think I would have been fine or in a better situation. You know, I get home, I jump onto Twitter. Hey, Twitter is also another space. I jump onto Twitter and I'm reading like comments on random people's posts and things like this. And I see a friend of mine who had posted something or tweeted something about his breakup. And now it takes me down this rabbit hole of relationships and thinking of friends of mine that have been divorced. And I was like, we don't know what the fuck we're doing in relationships, guys. We don't know. Earlier yesterday at gym, as I'm leaving, this guy flags me down. Hey, Penson, hey, bro, how you doing? Hey, I've never met this guy. And he's like, do you know where I can get a gun? Oh, yeah, I watched your video that you posted around men having guns. Ay, bo, sengu gunman, mina manje. Yes. So, again, it tells me, Guti, there is a huge lack of information out there. As men, we want to do better. We want to do better. This guy who came up to me and asked me about getting a pistol, he wasn't saying, hey, can we get it illegally? He wanted advice around where his point to start. Can I assist him in saying, okay, start here? When I got to the bank, it's not because I'm dumb or I'm going and spending money randomly on big booty holes and popping bottles. I don't do that, So I just needed guidance on a lot of my friends who have been divorced, a lot of my friends who have broken up in relationships. If they had understood certain things from the beginning, before they even went to ask out this lady, it would have been easier because they would have been upfront and honest in those areas, So I look at it in so many different ways. I look at it in terms of just applying for the right job that speaks to who you are. Family dynamic. I look at it in terms of your own health. A lot of brothers are extremely overweight, they're obese, they've got gout, they've got high blood sugar, whatever the case may be. You look at it in so many areas and you're like, if we had a space, an honest space where different guys, tall, short, fat, skinny, got there and actually got to learn from one another, because we're all carrying so much knowledge and wisdom, but we don't know where to pour it. I might know so much about rugby, and in the space where a lot of my friends are in corporate, they might not know. So I don't know how to plug them and when to open and say, look, in rugby, you have to be fit, you have to be conditioned, you have to, these are the rules of engagement. This is the one. And we end up sitting on this information. You end up in a space where people are like, how Penson, but why didn't you ask? I didn't know I could ask you. I didn't know, Guti, you possess that information. And I believe having some sort of conference for Amachita, where Amachita can open up and just say, hey, I'm a little bit knowledgeable on teeth. I'm a little bit knowledgeable on divorce law. I'm a little bit knowledgeable on, how to build a house. I know how to change a tire. And we can go into those spaces regularly and we can share that information. I was privileged enough to get invited to a Bro Nations event. And I got there and there was like, I'm a celebrity there and whatever. And I was looking around and I was like, geez, these are really good looking people, And I'm like, and they speak and there's all of this. And then the one guy goes and he shows us a facial routine that he does, how to better look after your skin, when you're shaving, when you shower. There's a lot of male products there. And I end up speaking to the one brand manager and I'm like, I'm not too sure what the objective was of that event, of which he didn't clear it up. He's like, no man, it's just a launch. There's many to come where they discuss different things that bros go through. They'll segment them. That was just a launch, hence why it was more tailored to this and this and this. And I was like, okay, no, sure, because the last space that we want as a Machita is to find ourselves in a space where we're just talking about getting our nails done and grooming our beards. I'm not saying that we shouldn't do that. I'm just saying that like we can't just meet up and discuss that. We can't just meet up every weekend to watch Man United drink and then chase skirts. It can't happen. Amachita depressed. Amachita struggling with their kids. Amachita struggling financially for many reasons. But we never put ourselves in spaces where we can be vulnerable and discuss those type of things. So it's incredibly important to save our own lives, essentially, where we build safe spaces. We build safe spaces and we say, look, you might be a high profile person, but in this space, you can come and tell us, Uguti, you have a challenging relationship with your son. You might be a high profile person, but I understand, Uguti, your wife cheated on you and you don't know how to handle this. I know, Uguti, when you are a Mr. Nobody and you want to become a Mr. Somebody, those guys can assist you. You've just been laid off at work and you have no idea where you're going to get the next 50 rand to buy just bread, rama and whatever to take back home. You have no idea. Those guys could assist you. Hey, guys that are 19, do you know how to write a CV? Do you know how to write a business profile? All those type of things where we come together and assist each other. I get so many DMs. Oh, Benson, can you be my mentor? How much do you charge to be a mentor? Can you? My question is, what does that even mean? Mentor how? Mentor gym? Mentor relationships? Mentor? I don't know what you need. I don't know how I can help. So, okay, Sharp, come be my mentee. I'll charge you this amount per session. Are you going to really get what you're looking for? Do you even know what you're looking for? Are you lost just seeking an older brother or a brother who might be a little bit more knowledgeable? It's unfortunate. Not all of us come from spaces or homes where we had a quality male figure who guided us through life. I've got friends who, when met with challenges, they'll say, oh, I'll just go bounce it off my dad. I know friends who, when they are in very, very difficult financial situations, they'll be like, hey, I'll just call my dad and, hopefully he can help me financially. That's not dirty, Tina. That's not dirty. Tina yithu dirty. Abantu babheke thina ukuthi izinto zenzeke. And mase xakeke thina sazi ukuthi sibheke uphi, yabo. So again, this men's conference, this men's meeting, this men's workshop, which should be a regular occurrence, is a space where we can come and talk about finances, understanding that there's different tiers. Some guy hola 3,000 rand a month, we can tier it and talk to that person. And at the same time, there can be spaces where the guys who are earning 300,000 rand a month can speak to each other because they've got different stresses, different pressures, different understanding of this tool called money. You've just been cheated on by your partner of 3 months. There's ways in which you can handle that versus someone who has been cheated on and he's been married to her for 10 years and she cheated on him and she fell pregnant from this other guy. Those guidance, those spaces, which is nakusiza kanjani, whether you are religious and you are very into your religion, or whether you're a traditionalist, whether you are angazi, what you might belong to, but it has to be a space where we come together and we talk to each other. If you know someone who can make this happen, please share this video with them, guys. If you are that someone, please send me a message. Please DM me on my Instagram. Let's link up. Let's actually do this. Let's set it up. let's say, okay, we need to do a men's clinic, a men's conference, a men's workshop. This is how we're going to go about it. We're going to have different speakers, or we're going to sit in a huge ass table. We're going to just talk. We're going to say, what does it mean to be masculine in 2023? You know, how do relationships look like? Hey, I'm pro-marriage. Hey, I'm anti-marriage. These are my reasons. You know, hey, I love the fact that as a man, you can do this. Hey, I hate the fact that as a man, you can do this. You know, financially, this is where the world is. But places where we can unpack. Yo, guys, I'm tired, hey. I'm tired. I am tired of waking up and struggling in so many aspects, in so many areas where I know that there are so many men who can guide me and say, no, Ntwana, yenza kanje. No, Ntwana, yenza kanje. You know, I know there's people that can help me at this juncture, jump over this hurdle. I know there's guys who've did it and are happy to assist. I just don't know where to find them. You know, I can send 1,000 DMs. Hey, can you be my mentor? Hey, can you be? I might miss out. Whereas one of you guys say, Penson, let's plug in here. Let's do this. Let's get together. We'll get 1,000 men in a hall, or we'll get 10 men in a room, and we sit and we chop it up and we unpack, and we start off with finances. And then we talk about relationships, and then we talk about body, we talk about spirituality, we talk about morality, we talk about whatever the case is, whatever our pain is, where we can unpack, where we can break it down as a machita and actually assist each other. Because this is fucked up, guys. Yo, I can actually talk forever and a day on this. I'm just ranting. I'm just going crazy. I might do a part 2. I might do a part 3. I might do a part 100. I might start bringing in bros here where we can slowly unpack this. But Ngempela, guys, let's do something. Let's do some man conference. Help me reach out. Share this video, please. Hopefully it hits the right ears. Share this video. Please, please, please. Let's get there. Let's help each other out. Other communities are doing it. Their men are shining. Thina siyahluleka kunzima kithi, guys. Kunzima kithi. So, asibambisane. Ngiyanithanda, guys. Have yourselves a fantastic day. Sharp.